What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to Ray's Reviews. I'm your host Joshua, and in today's video I will be reviewing episode 1 of, season 3, episode 1 of Stargirl. The way that I did the challenge All-Stars season 3, that's kind of the way I'm going to be doing this for Stargirl season 3. The episode has not started yet, but it's going to start in like a few seconds, so I just wanted to do this intro now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss another one of my videos. I'm very excited for this season. Let's get to it. Okay, so the commercial just came on. Pretty much just the first part of the episode just pretty much showed where all of our main characters are. Beth is I guess she's kind of weirded out by her parents, kind of finding out that she's now a superhero. Yolanda is still not happy that Cindy is around, but Cindy is trying to be a hero. She's trying to be a good person. Rick, he's pretty much just trying to get the hourglass to start working. He got it up to 30 to 33 minutes, so he's halfway there at least. The Whitmores and Dugans, they went on a trip to... I forgot where they went on a trip for, but they went on a fishing trip. They came back, and they see that Sylvester Pemberton, Starman, he pretty much kind of fixed up their house, and he created a new crate for Cosmo the staff, which has kind of been putting Courtney kind of like on a debate. She's kind of been downing herself now that Starman is back. So I'm very excited to see how she's gonna feel when he starts training her, I guess. And yeah, but the gambler who was in season 1, he returned. He's pretty much saying that he's returning because he wants to make amends with people, and he doesn't want to be a role model. He knows he can't be a role model, but he pretty much sees himself as, he pretty much just wants to try to have his daughter, who he learned about, not go down the same path he did, which is interesting. But there's something about the gambler that I'm just not buying. It's just a gut instinct from just this few minutes that we've been seeing of him so far. I just don't buy it. So we'll see what happens later on in the episode. Alright, so in this next segment, we pretty much saw the gambler interact with the Shade, and the Shade pretty much saw through the gambler's lies, or apparent lies, and the gambler knows that the Shade's not messing around. From what I can just see from what both the Shade and Sportsmaster said, it appears that none of the ISA members trusted gamblers, so I just feel like there is something going on with the gambler. He's planning something. But when the gambler left, the Shade's powers kind of went, I wouldn't say they were a little off, but it looked like there was like a little green substance, like kind of like shooting out of the Shade's shade, I guess. So I'm guessing that has to do with Jade. I forgot what her actual name is, so I know we're gonna see her later on in the show, but I just can't remember her actual name off the top of my head. But with the JSA, with ties to JSA, we see in this segment of the episode, we see pretty much the whole JSA together. Let me move this down a little bit. Yeah, so we see the whole JSA together. Courtney, Yolanda, Rick, Beth, and now Cindy, and we see that Beth's parents, they're making modifications to her Dr. Midnight suit, and from what I can tell, they're trying to get her into shape so she could be like a better superhero. And we also see that Rick has been trying to bring back Grundy, and I think it really shows how much of a bond that Rick and Grundy have had, from how in season 1 where Rick wanted to kill Grundy, and in season 2 their relationship grew, and now Rick wants to bring Grundy back, but it's kind of failing. And definitely the tension is high between some of the JSA members, but it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how and if Yolanda and Cindy will kind of make amends in a way. Alright, so the next commercial break just came up, and pretty much in this segment we see Sylvester convince Pat to kind of show him Stripe flying in the air, and Sylvester pretty much says he's going to go get the staff. I'm really skeptical about Sylvester's intentions about being here in Blue Valley now. I don't know. There's something telling me that something's off with him. What else? We see Paula, aka Tigress, go see Barbara, Stargirl's mom, and she pretty much tells Paula that her daughter Artemis wants to join the JSA. And you could see like kind of like the difference between Crusher and Paula. Crusher, he's more like a cool vibe, cool kind of guy. But like Paula, she is a stone cold killer. And it's like she's literally so uncomfortable talking about the JSA and having her daughter be a part of it. But it's definitely interesting, and how Barbara kind of looked horrified throughout that whole conversation is definitely funny. But yeah, we see the gambler actually trying to find his daughter, which confirms that he wasn't lying about that part, at least. That he is trying to look for his daughter, and it looks like he is trying to turn a new leaf for himself. But someone is there watching him. I don't know. We don't know who it is. They don't show the face, but there is someone watching him. I'm gonna assume that it's the Shade, but who knows? And then the segment ends with Pat in the striped suit, in the striped robot, and Starman flying in the sky about to race. Alright, so the next commercial came up. What pretty much happened in this segment was pretty much the aftermath of Sylvester and Pat going out on a race. So pretty much while they were out racing, they pretty much saved a jet from crashing. So they saved lives. And when they came back, Courtney, Barbara, and Mike, all three of them were kind of like a little upset at them, to say the least. And it's revealed that Sylvester did come back for the staff, which I kind of already knew. I kind of figured that was going to happen, because he wouldn't just give up the staff automatically. He wouldn't just give it up. So I was like, all right, he came back for the staff, and he pretty much says that when he came back to life, he had no one. He pretty much had no one. All he had was Starman. So it was definitely hard for him to see the staff already in a way kind of move on and choose someone else to take up the mantle. So Courtney comes up with an arrangement where during the day, Sylvester gets the staff, and during the night, after school, Courtney gets the staff back. So it makes a somewhat good arrangement. I'm still sketchy. I'm still kind of suspect on Sylvester, but I think at the current moment that's kind of like a good arrangement. And the segment of this episode pretty much ends with Beth calling Courtney and telling her that there's some type of trouble. Another commercial break. What pretty much happens is that the JSA, consisting of Stargirl, Wildcat, Hourman, Dr. Midnight, and Shiv, pretty much all five of them, they go up against the No Limit Gang, but they pretty much don't do crap when Artemis, in a very badass way, she comes in and pretty much kicks all the bad guys' asses, and she yells and she screams out, "How's that for a tryout?" In my opinion, on a scale of 1 to 10, she did it. That was a solid 8. That was a solid 8.5. So if they do decide to let her in the JSA, I mean, realistically, out of both Cindy and Artemis, me personally, I would feel better if Artemis was on the team. But pretty much then we cut back to the gambler pretty much starting to write a note for his daughter, pretty much apologizing for not being there for her and stuff. And we cut back to the JSA as they're trying to figure out who the No Limit Gang are, and they have connection to the gambler, and they're pretty much all suspect that the gambler and the No Limit Gang are working together. And pretty much the segment ends with Rick and Yolanda pretty much telling Courtney that the little experiment that they have with being good friends with, friends in quotes with supervillains, aka Shiv, pretty much ends. So it definitely puts a little strain on the team a little bit. Alright, so the episode just ended, and pretty much ended with the gambler being killed, and pretty much Cindy, aka Shiv, being supposedly blamed for it. So it's definitely this season is definitely going to be interesting. The murder mystery aspect of it has definitely been implemented now, and I'm very excited for that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video and hit the subscribe button for more reviews and stuff. I'm actually watching the Challenge USA right now, so I hope you guys are ready for that review tomorrow, or by the time this video comes out. is tomorrow as well. But still, regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Movie Reyes Reviews. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that. I'm Reyes Reviews, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.